What is up, me boys? You guys asked and you shall receive. Shut out said do more cards. So we are doing more card videos. But yeah, guys, looks like 84% of you guys are locking in laughs and meat locks, but not subscribing. So make sure to smash subscribe and let us know if you guys want to do a box break. We're actually getting a few boxes where you're going to rip them personally. Let us know if you guys want to see that kind of content in the comments below.
Yeah, so bro, glad you set this up because we've been scoping out this Panini market, right? We're seeing these first drops, these first breaks. It's mooned, man. Talk to me about what kind of prices we're looking at just with the overall market, and are there any surprises? Did something catch you off guard, or is this to be expected?
Yeah, no, definitely lots of surprises. Lots of surprises that the retail box started at, is 850 or something like that at Panini, sold out in seconds. I really didn't see that coming. I thought it was gonna be on a Dutch auction. But usually Dutch auctions, they start at 1,000 and drop down. They just said, nope, this is it. We're gonna invest a lot of money. It seems that Panini is full blown trying to pump that UFC market. They see the potential, the growth. This is a worldwide sport, not just a US or different country sport where they kind of like football is mainly in America, not so much in other countries. But this is a global sport with global superstars. Sky is the limit, and I think Panini is going to really take this hobby and the sport to the moon, in the next 10, 20 years. So very excited for that. Lots of great things coming.
Yeah, and if we really think about it, right, the UFC in its totality is still a burgeoning global brand, right? Like they've obviously been around for 20 plus years, but as far as them being a global dominating force, I mean, it's just getting started, right? I mean, we saw what happened with the Endeavor stock pretty recently, right? There's already some gains right there as well. So it's just the beginning, right? It seems like Panini is definitely capitalizing on that. So much for the Dutch auction, though, right? We thought maybe it's going to start at 1,000 and then begin to drop. It just never dropped. What's it looking like now as far as if I'm trying to go scope a hobby box and couldn't get one at the 1K retail? How are some ways I could get one right now?
Yeah, so the best way to get your hands on a hobby box, which is 12 packs, 12 cards in each packs, and a potential to hit a color blast, which those are big stonkers indeed, but very hard to hit. It's about one in a case. Sometimes, people don't even get it in a case, so it's very tough to rip those. But the best way to get them is going to be, online, eBay, third-party seller. They're going about like a good deal. From what I've seen is 1,000, 1,100. If you can get it under 1,000, that is a steal, as the market is right now. But you can't get them at retail for those big hobby boxes. You're gonna have to go to an actual card shop, which my local card shop's selling them for 1,300. So, and I know each card shop's different, so definitely check there. You might find a juicy deal. But yeah, that's your best bet. You could wait the storm, see if they do drop. I mean, retail Prizm sold out on their website instantly at, it was around like 850, 860 or something like that. So I don't really see them dropping though. Prizm is a huge deal just in general for sports. And this is UFC's first debut Prizm. So I really see either seeing it hold or slowly go up.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And the 1,000 base was definitely surprising. And so it sounds as like though, if you can find one for a grand, that's kind of face value almost. That's base level. Below that is just obviously a steal, and it seems like 1,250 to 1,300 is reasonable. If that say is out of my range, but I'm still trying to jump in this game. Talking about the retail blasters, what's those cards value looking like? Are they matching those within the box? And am I able to even get my hands on those if the hobby box is just kind of out of the range?
Yeah, no. So if you can't get the hobby box, which I mean that's a big chunk of money, um, like that's a lot for anyone to be honest. And you're gonna want to go to your retail Target or Walmart. They're gonna hold UFC Prism blaster boxes. They're not gonna be as juicy and as good as the hobby box for pulls and hits, because most of the pulls and hits are exclusive for hobby box. The best thing you can get from a blaster box from retail stores is going to be a silver Prism or a it's a green parallel, which is only exclusive to retail. But these boxes MSRP are $20 on eBay right now. They're selling for 150. definitely, I mean, if you have to get it, get it. But I would say try to, if you have a day off, go to your Target or Walmart and get one of those boxes. They're 20 bucks. This is the set to get people into this into the hobby of UFC collecting for Prism. And it's just a good set to rip open. It's $20. You get the base cards. You might get a silver or you might get a green parallel. But that's going to be your best bet. But it does seem the scalpers are doing work because I didn't find any at my local card store. Hopefully, you guys can have some better luck.
Yeah, right. It comes down to that luck factor a little bit. There's, it's popping, right? A lot of people want these cards for sure. So best of luck for everyone out there who's just trying to grip and rip, because we are obviously too, and the retail blasters, like as you mentioned, not having as much smoke as some of the other stuff. There's still some heaters in there, and it's still fun to get involved in some capacity, right? So good stuff. Talk to me about the Prism overall print quality. I mean, what are we seeing with the cards? Do they look as clean as previous UFC cards? Are there any I don't know, any criticisms? What are you seeing with the Prism print quality overall?
Yeah, no, I think these cards are beautiful. There is a few pictures that Panini printed that are quite hilarious. I think a little lazy or bad angle. They use some weird fish eyes on a Justin Gaethje and Izzy, and a few of the cards that are just hysterical. But the cards look beautiful nonetheless. The print quality, this some of the signatures that I've gotten, the signature auto cards, they're pretty good. Like I would say, definitely 9 mint 10 worthy. But my big issue with some of these is um, the inserts, the card insert, the parallel insert cards. It does seem to have a lot of print lines going across the card, and some of them even up and down. Like I don't know. I was a little upset because you have this crisp card, clean corners and everything, but then the print lines are just pretty horrendous on some of these.
Let's say you have, a horrendous print line on an otherwise like banger of a card. How much of a hindrance to that card's value do those horrendous print lines, make? Like what's the impact of that?
Yeah, so that's the thing that kind of sucks is, when Panini rushes these products, or really any of these card creating companies, and they rush these products because the demand's so high, there's tend to be bad cuts or bad print lines. And a print line, even though you didn't do it, it's an automatic 9, sometimes even lower down to. I've submitted cards and it's gotten a 7 where everything's mint, but the print lines were just too bad. So that's the thing that I think a lot of people are going to get their hopes for, and then be mistaken and get a 9 or an 8 when they thought it was a gym mint 10 of a heater of a card. So it's a shame to say and see that, but it is what it is.
It is what it is for sure. And you mentioned the heater, so while we're on the subject, what's we've seen a little bits of a scope of the this Panini Prism card market right now, right? And we can see whose prices are going through the roof and topping the market, so to speak. Who are your top future outlocks or some future outlooks, if you will? What are you seeing?
Yeah, no, these cards are absolutely going parabolic. I mean, they're going more than the football prisms and other sports, which is absolutely mind blowing. But it's a good thing. I think people are big fans of UFC. They're now finding out that there's been cards in UFC. Like I don't think a lot of people realize that there is cards from Tops. And I think slowly people are going to start going in there because Tops is still so undervalued. But yeah, the Prism cards. I mean, Amanda Nunes gold auto just sold for $4,000. That's a out of 10 parallel, which absolutely amazing. Amazing to see that. It is pricey. If you get one of those, which is a crazy hit to pull, I saw a Khabib, a Khabib auto go for 16,000 on bid, but it didn't hit reserve. So the guy was looking for more 20 plus
Wow.
thousand. So I mean, the demand is there. Sugar Sean O'Malley went for 2 grand. These cards are just absolutely crazy. Colby Covington auto went for 510 2 days ago. 510 bucks. Colby Covington. I don't think people ever would have thought that these numbers would be selling for UFC cards, and now they're here, and I think it's here to stay.
I hear that. Yeah, Khabib, what, 20K, Nunes 4K. You talked about, Sugar Sean, Colby. How about for our sleeper meet from last video? Anyone in our top 10? Any of those, the Bryce Mitchells, the Jiri Prohashkas, any of those sort of low key sleeper meets mooning going through the roof, or still can you maybe get him at a good scope?
Yeah. Jury, who just had a phenomenal performance recently, a gold auto out of 10. Best offer was taken, but it was listed at 7,999, and that was taken. So I'm guessing the best offer probably anywhere from 3 to 5,000. So definitely up there. Absolutely insane. And then you have Zabit. I mean, he just went for a whomping, $1,000 also. These numbers are just absolutely amazing to see. Very impressive. Some of them are still undervalued. I see some legends going for a lot cheaper than some of these newcomers, which I think over time will change. I saw Chuck Liddell auto go for 2,000, which that's a beautiful thing to see that there's still Iceman fans. These numbers are parabolic. It's absolutely insane. Very exciting to see. And I think sealed product is just going to keep going up. I mean, as people are just ripping and gripping these and flipping them, the sealed is just going to hold its value. It's sealed products always the way to go. Buy the singles.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, there's a lot of people ripping, gripping, slipping, but perhaps holding is the guaranteed lock, right? I mean, it's always fun to chase the Spectre locks, but there's definitely some guaranteed ones out there for sure. Talk to me though, because I know word out there is that you might have ripped a little bit. What'd you rip? Show us what we got, and any heaters, any bangers?
Yeah, no, got some heaters. I'm gonna show you guys some so got a nice little impact. That way you guys can kind of see how these cards look. And got an impact Alexander the Great. It's focusing. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, so these are just some inserts. Oh, this one's one of my favorite. Davidson Firework.
Got a meat, fire meat.
Yeah, these cards are absolutely stunning. I really like the Firework ones, and man, I got really lucky getting this Khabib Firework. That is just a fire. And then a Fearless Nate Diaz. These inserts are fun. These are just the base ones, so nothing too juicy.
Sure.
These are nice fighters and nice hits nonetheless. Here's this is my favorite all-time fighter. If you guys are hardcore Meat Boys, you guys know this is my boy. Super pumped. I got a silver parallel of Michel
Hey,
Pereira.
that boy. That boy.
Yeah, and that is just a beautiful card. And then we have the Sandman, who, man, super sad that he wasn't able to fight versus TJ. That's
Should have been
silver
this weekend.
parallel. Yeah, should have been this weekend. Very upsetting. And then here's a green parallel. The only green parallel I got. Not too bad. It's nice that it's parallel, but Felice.
Illinois.
And then we have Paper Champ. Got this one, which is pretty nice. But not too big of a fan of Paper Champ, as you all know. And then a Neil Magny, which I'm actually very excited for. I'm very bullish for him. I think this is a sleeper card. Very
Big one this
undervalued.
weekend.
Yep, he's fighting this weekend, and you already know who I picked if you guys checked out the other
What
videos.
color was that? What color was that?
So yeah, this one is a orange parallel out of 99.
99 word.
Yep, out of 99. And the blues are out of 199, and the greens are out of 75. And then I have a red Joanna, which is out of 275. And then this one's just pure fire. Out of 275, the Sugar Show.
Nice.
And then, of course, this is the absolute heater. Couldn't believe I ripped this. I've seen one on eBay, and it's listed right now for $12,000. No one's taken the bait yet, but man, this is some absolute heat. Very excited I got this. And a George Masvidal game bread.
Heater.
The BMF sensational signature first auto. He's never done an auto in any set. This is the first one ever. Very excited. Super pumped. I'm going to send this off to grading. This is absolute mint, so it should get a 10. I think I'm going to get a loop and maybe even send it to BGS, try to get that black label, because this card is so crisp compared to the other cards. But yeah, very excited to see what these get.
What would the black label yield?
I mean, black
What's
label.
the difference?
Yeah, so PSA 10 is a PSA 10, always premium. But if you can get a black label BGS, which, BGS 9.5, BGS 10, gold label, those are always premiums and very, very strong grades. But if you get a black label, it's basically saying the card should not exist to be this
Hmm.
perfect. It is so hard to get. One of my buddies, he sent over 5,000 cards, and only two of them got a black label. Lots of 10 gold labels and 9.5s, but only two. So that just itself, you know how hard it is to get one. But they usually go for premiums, minimum 1,000. It doesn't even matter what the card is, typically. Yeah, I mean, I see base cards that are black labels, depending on which hobby, of course. They go for thousands, tens of thousands, just because the black label is so precious to some of the hardcore collectors.
That's super exciting stuff. It's some fire. You're getting fed with the game, Brad. You gotta love it. Um, any last updates? What are we thinking? What's next for the meatheads, and what kind of cards are we bringing them? What sort of ripping and gripping is next? Do you think? And wrap this thing up, me boy.
Yeah, no, super excited. I would say stay tuned. I mean, try to get your local card shops. That way you can at least get the base set. Try to collect all the base cards. A lot of great rookies. I mean, Michael Chandler's going for like $100 for just the base. I mean, you have a lot of these absolute killers, first time heaters, jury, great base card, and you can get all of those at retail. And if you get a silver parallel, I mean, that's some nice juicy tenders for the boys. But yeah, I mean, other than that, keep your head up high, don't give up, keep trying the retail, and if you got some extra money, go for a hobby box if you want some good pulls, or be patient and you might find a good juicy deal down the line. But yeah, boys, so the Panini Selects coming out in July, so stay tuned. Hopefully that one isn't expensive. Usually Prizm goes for a little premium, but we shall see. Maybe this even goes for more. I really don't know. Nothing surprises me anymore. Just stay tuned. Start saving up money now if you guys are trying to get in it. And we'll keep you guys updated on any new info that drops. But yeah, other than that, me boys, thanks for grilling and chilling. And smash subscribing. And thanks for grilling and chilling.